right, I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. We're back with another lesson. And this one's going to be, I'm going to go into Enoch, okay? Because, his story was really brief, but there was a lot more to it, okay? With his walk with Yahweh, going into his faith, and Enoch was a prophet as well. He prophesied from the beginning, he prophesied the things that were to come in the end, concerning the wicked, right? And we're going to prove that, okay? So, we're just going to get into the scriptures and, Lord willing, this is edifying, right? So we're going to go into the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, okay, and verse 5.
There's a book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 5.
And, while we're reading Hebrews 11 and 5, we're going to go, jump back and forth into it to make a few points concerning this verse right here, okay?
By faith, Enoch was translated.
See that? By faith, Enoch was translated, okay?
That he should not see death, and was not found because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony, that he pleased Yahweh.
See that? So he had a testimony, okay? And we're going to get into that after, all right? But first, we're going to get that account, all right, with Enoch, okay, in the book of Genesis, okay? So we're going to go into the book of Genesis, right? We're going to go to chapter 5, and we're going to start at verse 18, okay?
There's the book of Genesis, chapter 5, and verse 18. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begat Enoch.
And he begat Enoch, okay? So Jared was the father of Enoch. Now let's look up this word Enoch real quick, right? Just to see what it means. Okay? So the name Enoch, right?
Strong's H2585. Chanoch.
So Chanoch, right? Chanoch, right? Right there, Enoch, okay? Means dedicated, okay? Dedicated, see? And when you look up, when we keep reading, we're going to see who Enoch was dedicated to, all right? So we're going to go back and continue on in verse 19.
And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with Yahweh after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and begat sons and daughters.
You see that? So Enoch walked, okay? Enoch walked with Yahweh, okay? That's what Enoch was, he was dedicated. Enoch means dedicated, okay? So Enoch was dedicated to what? This walk with Yahweh, all right? And that's another word we're going to look up, okay? We're going to look up various words here, to get a complete understanding of who Enoch really was, man, okay? So let's look up the word walk, right? And it is
Strong's H1980. Halach.
right, halach.
And the form just below that, Yalach.
So yeah, halach, right? It says to walk, come, right? And this is the point right here, right? To come, to go, walk, come, depart. Okay, depart. And that's exactly what he did when he got translated, okay? Because as we read on, you're going to see that Enoch departed from this world, and that's the same faith we got to walk into. We got to dedicate ourselves, okay, as Enoch did, to walk with Yahweh and to depart, okay? As we always go into, doesn't mean to take a ship and go back to Africa. Doesn't mean to depart in a plane, okay? It means to depart spiritually, right, from this wicked place that we're in, right? Okay, and actually this whole earth, okay, because this whole earth has been polluted, okay, by the philosophies of Esau. Okay, so we have to depart, right, from this place, okay, spiritually, in order to be translated as Enoch did. All right, and we're gonna prove that in a few. Okay, so that's the point right there, right? He walked with Yahweh. He departed. Okay, okay, and how do you depart first from physically from the world? You gotta do it spiritually first, right? You gotta do it spiritually. So this is an example of the way we gotta walk with Yahweh. Okay, we gotta be dedicated, all right, and we gotta depart, okay, from these wicked philosophies and these ways of life. All right. So we're gonna continue on and go on verse. I believe we're in 23, right? Go ahead.
And all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with Yahweh.
There it is again. He walked with Yahweh, right? He departed. Okay.
And he was not, for Yahweh took him.
You see that? For Yahweh took him. Okay. He was translated. Okay. And we're gonna look up this word, right? That's why we're gonna go back. Okay. We're gonna go back to Hebrews 11:5. But you see that Enoch walked with Yahweh. Okay. And in order to walk with Yahweh, you have to have faith. Okay. You have to believe and have faith in the Lord. Okay. It's impossible to walk with the Lord without believing and having faith in the Lord. That's why a lot of men have fallen out of this truth. Okay, because they lack faith, they lack dedication. Okay, they don't want to depart from this world. Okay, the same murmuring spirits that were murmuring in the wilderness after we got up out of Egypt. Okay, so they're the same spirits that are back. Okay, but this is one of the examples that we got to take is to walk as Enoch walked, okay, with dedication and faith, okay. So we're gonna go back to the book of Hebrews, okay, chapter 11, and we're gonna read verse 5 again.
There's a book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 5. By faith Enoch was translated,
You see that? By faith Enoch was translated
that he should not see death.
that he should not see death, okay? You see that? And this is the faith we got to walk with, okay? Because even if some of us become martyrs, but guess what? We're going to escape that second death, okay? We're going to receive, right? That everlasting kingdom, okay? And never taste death ever again, okay?
And was not found, because Yahweh had translated him.
Remember, he departed because he walked with Yahweh, okay?
For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh.
You see that? Now we're going to look up that word translated, okay? We're going to look up the word translated, all right? So,
Strong's G 3346. Metatithemi. Metatithemi.
metatyphemy, okay? And it says to transpose two things, one of which is put in place of the other, to transfer, okay? To change, okay? You see that? You see that? To change. You see that? So, while he was being brought up, okay, in those chariots, he got changed, man. He got translated, okay? And how did he not see death, man? All right? We're going to get that, okay? Because to be translated, it means to be changed, okay? To transfer, to change, okay? So we're going to go real quick, right, to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and we're going to go all the way down to, let's get verse 52.
There's a book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
You see that? And we shall be changed. We shall be translated, okay? That's that translation. For what? What are we going to be translated into?
For this corruptible must put an incorruptible, and this mortal must put on immortality.
You see that? And immortality, an immortal being does not see death. Okay? So uh that's what Enoch was translated into, right? An immortal being. Okay? You see that? So that's the same thing we're looking for. We're looking to be translated, right? When we get risen up, whether we are martyrs or we get taken by those by what the world calls UFOs, which is the chariots of the Lord, and get translated, right? To put away these chains of darkness, these bodies, okay, that we in, these corrupted bodies, all right, to put in the incorruptible, right? To put away mortality, right? And receive immortality, okay? So this is what we're looking for as well, okay? And that's why it's important to understand, Enoch's walk, okay, which he dedicated to what? To the Lord, okay? And this is the same thing we got to do, all right? Based upon what we believe and based upon the faith that was given to us by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay? So we're going to go back one more time to Hebrews, okay? 11 and 5, because I want to prove to you now that Enoch was also a prophet. Okay? Go ahead.
By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death.
You see that? So he was translated that he should not see death. His body was changed, okay, to that immortal, right? That incorruptible body, okay?
And was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh.
See that? He had this testimony, okay? This testimony, all right? And what's a testimony? Let's find out. Let's find out what the testimony is, right?
Strong's G 3140. Martureo. Martureo.
Martureo, okay? And what does it says? To be a witness, to bear witness, to affirm that one has seen or heard or experienced something, or that he knows it because taught by divine revelation or inspiration. Okay? And we know that word inspiration goes into that breath of life. Okay? So the Lord gave Enoch that understanding, okay, to have this testimony, all right? And remember, it says when you walk away, when you turn from the ways of understanding, roughly paraphrasing, you end up in the congregation of the dead, right? So it says to give, not to keep back testimony, right? To prophesy, to utter honorable testimony, give a good report, okay? Conjure and implore, okay? But the point is that he was a witness, okay? All right, and it was taught by divine revelation or inspiration by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai himself. Okay, he had the testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which what's the testimony of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Okay, is the testimony in the spirit is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, which you could look that up in Revelations. Okay, the spirit of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, that's the testimony that we're coming in. All right, we're going to testify against this place. We're going to testify against Esau, okay, and prophesy the downfall of Esau, okay. All right, same thing that Enoch was doing from the beginning, okay, because what does the scripture say, right? That the end shall be declared from the beginning, okay, and we're going to prove that. So when we go to the book of Jude, right, which is second to last book, okay, the book before Revelations, okay, we're going to go to Jude chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 14.
There's the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these.
You see that? Prophesied. He prophesied. He had that testimony, right? That divine inspiration, okay?
Saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
You see that? With 10,000s of his saints. Okay? And what is that talking about? All right. But first, we're going to look up the word prophesied. All right. We're going to look up the word prophesied. See what that's going into. Okay.
Strong's G 4395. Prophetuo. Prophetuo.
Prophetuo. Okay. So it says to prophesy, to be a prophet, speak forth divine inspirations to predict. You see that? Okay. To prophesy with the idea of foretelling future events pertaining, especially, I believe that's what it means, to the kingdom of Yahweh. Okay. To utter forth, declare a thing which can only be known by divine revelation. Okay, and I guess that's the point right there. Okay, so Enoch was a prophet. Okay, Enoch was given this testimony by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right, to foretell what? The kingdom, which was going to come at the end times. Okay, because why? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the world that followeth. Okay, so Enoch was already foretelling of the end from the beginning, right? Okay, because the Lord gave him that vision. Okay, so we're gonna read 14 one more time.
There's the book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints. Salakia.
Of his saints. Hey, but you were correct through the Spirit when you said angels, because that's exactly who he's coming with. Those saints that Enoch saw was those angels, which the Spirit made you utter that out right there, with the angels, because hey, that's exactly what he's coming with, and we're going to prove that, okay? Because it says that 10,000s of his saints, okay? So we're going to go to the book of Psalms, all right, chapter 68, and we're going to go to verse 17.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, and even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
You see that? So what you said was correct. It said the saints, but when you uttered the angels, that's through the Spirit, because what Enoch saw was the heavenly army coming forth, okay? And there was a purpose for that, okay? And Enoch saw that as well, okay? The chariots, which are those so-called UFOs of Yahweh, are 20,000, even thousands of angels, okay? Those are the saints that Enoch saw coming forth, okay? To bring war, all right? And we're going to prove that as well. That's why we're going to go back, okay, to the book of Jude, chapter 1, and we're going to continue in verse 15.
There's a book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 15. To execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against him.
You see that? Okay? So it says, okay, to execute judgment upon all. All right? Upon all who? Right? Esau, the heathen, and you 2/3. Okay? Because you 2/3 ain't off the hook. Okay? You bringing hard speech as well against the Lord, against his truth. Okay? You have no understanding. Right? That's why you're in the congregation of the dead. All right? That's why you're not going to be translated. Okay? That's why you're going to have to wait until the elect brings you back through their loins. Okay? But who taught you that? Who's the master of witchcraft to push these abominations across the earth, all right, and put you under that spell? That's Esau, all right? And we're going to close out with that. We're going to go to the book, okay, of Psalms, right, chapter 139, and we're going to start at verse 19.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 139 and verse 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh, depart from me, therefore, a bloody man.
You see that? Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. And we know who the wicked is. That's a token telling you that he's speaking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, so surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Yahweh. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men.
For they speak against thee wickedly,
You see that? They speak against thee wickedly. Okay?
and thine enemies take thy name in vain.
You see that? And thine enemies take thy name in vain. Okay? See that? They speak wickedly against Yahweh. All right? All their laws that they have made is against Yahweh. Okay? Their whole way of life has been against Yahweh. From the beginning, from that spirit that was in the garden, man. Right? That snake, Cain, he was rebellious, offering up the wrong sacrifices. Okay? Esau sold his birthright. Okay? And what else he did? He even rebelled against Isaac. Okay? All right? He rebelled against Isaac, right? Which we know was Yahweh Shai. Okay? What he do? He grabbed up Canaanite women's, right? Just to and so in little words, piss off Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? His father. All right? And they're doing the same thing today. Okay, being rebellious against the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Shai, speaking wickedly against him. You got this Yuval Harari talking about that they can make it rain. They don't know. They no longer need Yahweh, right? That they're gonna surpass the creations of the God of the Bible. Okay, that is speaking wickedly, man. Putting up a white Messiah. Okay, canceling out our true Messiah. Okay, changing the doctrine. Okay, deceiving the people with the word. You see? But the Lord is coming back to slay them, and Enoch saw this from the beginning. Okay? Because why? As I said before, the end was declared from the beginning. Okay? And this was what Enoch dedicated himself, right? To walk with the Lord, right? To be an upright man, all right? To bring the Lord's testimony and prophesy, okay, against a wicked kingdom, all right? And he got translated, all right, that he should not see death. And this is the same thing we're trying to do, Lord willing. We endure to the end, right? Because the only way we can receive salvation is enduring to the end, all right? And the Lord has given us also that inspiration, that breath, right, to see the future, right, through his counsel, right, receiving that Holy Spirit for us to also prophesy against Mount Seir, okay? And Lord willing, right, we're part of that number, okay? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Abba.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kum Yashwala.
Shalom.
Shalom.